Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. We have seen the basic information related to the stock exchange. Today we'll see one of the very much important topic, that is operators at stock exchange and types of speculators. When we want to buy the securities, when we want to sell the securities, operators or speculators, they are going to help us. What type of operators are there? That we must have some simple knowledge. So for that purpose, this is very important topic, and when I was commerce student, we used to discuss this topic and we used to enjoy the types of operators and speculators, what kind of speculation they are doing. Very interesting topic. Anyway, I'll give you a very brief and detailed brief information, but you'll get a good knowledge about these operators and speculators. Let's enter into the topic. First one is that operators, total we have three kinds of operators: jobbers, brokers, tarwani walas. So these three are the operators. First one is that jobbers. Jobbers means generally they are the security merchants. Whenever someone want to buy the securities, so these jobbers, they are not going to deal with the public. No dealings with the public. Jobbers have direct deal with the brokers only. They have direct deal with the brokers. And what kind of dealing? Suppose say they'll be selling the products, they'll be selling the securities to the brokers, and they'll be purchasing securities from the brokers. No public is involved directly. So now here you must remember what is the commission they are going to get, how they are going to get the profit. So what jobbers do is, generally suppose the security cost is 10 rupees, sorry 100 rupees say. Security cost is 100 rupees. So they have direct dealing with the brokers. They'll be selling this 100 rupees security cost at the rate of say 102 rupees. Directly they are selling to the brokers. Brokers in further they may sell to the investors who wanted to purchase the securities. Further brokers are going to sell. But in between the brokers and public, these people are the mediators. So company to brokers. These people job is company to brokers. In between them they are going to work. Now the cost is 100. They are selling at the rate of 102 rupees. Means 2 rupees is the profit. They don't charge any commission, direct profit only. So it's a very easy job also, but they play a very crucial role, jobbers. Okay. So they'll be always estimating that what is the price at present and what rate I can sell it and what is the demand. So they must be having a lot of depth knowledge about this securities, then only they can do the job as a jobber. Okay. Now next one is that brokers. Brokers, these people also, they won't buy the securities. They won't buy the securities from the stock exchange, from the companies. They don't buy. So they just deal the transactions on behalf of purchaser and seller. So they are just simply commission agents only. They work only for the commission point of view. So they are the intermediaries between the buyers and sellers. They just take the buyers and they just meet the sellers, making them to meet together, and they charge the commission from both the parties. Say A is a buyer, B is a seller. Seller and buyer. In between them, so A wanted to buy the products, buy the securities, and this broker is also having contact with B. So he is making a contract between A and B, mating them each other. So from each and every party they'll be charging commission. So this is the work of the brokers. In London Stock Exchange, the stock exchange has clearly mentioned the security people, like operators, like whether they are working as jobbers or brokers. Jobbers means no dealing with the public. Brokers means direct dealing with the public. So whenever a person wanted to work with the stock exchange, London Stock Exchange, they must clearly mention that whether they are going to work as jobber or broker. They must be very clear, and they have to act accordingly. If they says that I want to work as jobber, your job is as a jobber only. You cannot act as a broker. So that is the rule of London Stock Exchange. Now third one we'll talk about Tarwani Walas. Tarwani Walas means they have the transaction on his own like jobbers. They'll have the transactions just like jobbers, but they may act as a broker on behalf of public. Means it is a combination of these two. They have transactions like jobbers, means directly they have dealing with the brokers, and also sometimes they can act on behalf of public. It's a combination of these two, acting like a jobber and also acting like a broker. Together we can say it as a Tarwani Walas. If you see Bombay Stock Exchange, in Bombay Stock Exchange you will find two kinds of people, that is brokers and Tarwani Walas. Sometimes Tarwani Walas also can act like a brokers. So that kind of facility is also given in Bombay Stock Exchange. This is about the operators of stock exchange. We have discussed jobbers, brokers and Tarwani Walas. Jobbers means they have direct dealing with the brokers only, no public. And brokers, they have direct dealing with the public. Anyway, they'll buy the securities, but they'll have the dealings with the buyers and the sellers in between. They charge the commission from both the parties. Tarwani Walas, who acts as the jobbers and brokers. Combination of these two, we can call it a Tarwani Walas. Now next we'll see types of speculators. So you can see what is speculation? Speculation means we are speculating the prices would be increasing or decreasing. The estimation or that estimation we call it as speculation. The speculation of the prices increasing or decreasing. So based on this you will find speculators. They act according to the expectations of the increase in the price of the securities or decrease in the price of the securities. So those people we call them as speculators. Speculation means expectation of the increase or decrease of the price of the securities. Now you will find four types of speculators. The first one is that a bull. Bull meaning is but we call them as bull. A bull or tejiwala, anything. So what is the main duty of what kind of speculation they'll do? A bull major job is that they expect to increase the prices of securities. They expect prices will increase in future. When they expect that prices will increase future, what do? They'll buy the securities. So they'll buy the securities here. Prices are going to be increased. So they are expecting. So when they expect that prices are going to increase, automatically it's a demand and supply rule we have learned already. Okay. So when prices are going to increase, what do? We'll buy a lot. The same thing the bull is going to do. He'll buy a lot of securities. In future it is going to increase. So he'll buy the securities and also he'll influence the other public also, investors, by saying that the prices are going to increase a lot. Now you buy from me. You buy from me and future it is going to increase. So by influencing, so they try to buy lot of bulk securities and the securities are going to sell to the public also by influencing that it is going to increase. Now you buy the securities. Future you will get a profit. In that way, a bull is a speculator who expects the prices of the securities are going to increase in future. So that is, we call it as a bull or tejiwalas. And now a bear means a mandiwala, second one. So what a bear or mandiwala does is, he is quite opposite to bull. Bull, what he does, expects to increase the prices of securities, expecting that prices are going to increase. So what he has done, he bought lot of securities. Now here he expects to decrease in prices of securities. Prices value is expecting to decrease. When it is going to decrease, what do? When it is going to decrease, you have to sell it. Presently you have to sell. Future it is going to decrease. When it is going to decrease, what you have to do? Sell it now. At whatever price you are having, that rate only you have to sell it. So this bear, he is going to influence the other investors like saying that prices are going to decrease in future. Prices are going to decrease. Now what you have to do is you have to purchase it. So he's saying the other investors to purchase, but what he does it, he sells it. So this is the duty of a bear or a mandiwala. And third one is that a stag. He is a very much dangerous and cautious speculator. He will not buy the securities from the company, and he will not have direct selling or buying of the securities with the public. What he does it here, he applies for shares in new companies. He applies for shares in new companies for more allotment. He wanted to take the allotment maximum. When he applies more, there is a more chances of getting allotment of shares much for this stock. And when he gets the lot of allotment, then he will increase the price. Increase or decrease of the prices of the securities, it is in his hands, because that maximum allotment is he is going to take. That is why we say him as a cautious speculator, who are very much dangerous for the stock exchange, and these people are going to decide the increase or decrease of the prices by taking all the allotment. So this we call him as a stag. And fourth one is that lame duck. Lame duck means when bear finds it difficult to fulfill his commitment, we call him as a lame duck. When bear finds it difficult to fulfill, what is the task of bear? He expects to decrease the prices of securities. He is expecting prices will decrease. So what he has to do? He has to sell the securities. But when he fails, means when he cannot sell the products, when he cannot sell the securities, then when he struggles to sell the securities, we call him as lame duck. Means he'll be struggling a lot. So that is lame duck. So we have discussed in types of speculators, a bull who expects to increase the types of securities, prices of securities, and a bear is who expects to decrease the prices of securities, and stag, he will not buy or purchase. He just applies for shares of new companies in bulk, and he will decide the prices of at what rate we have to sell, and all these things he will be deciding. So that is why it's a dangerous and cautious speculator. And lame duck, who always finds, who is a bear in fact. So when bear finds it difficult to fulfill his commitment, means he has to sell, he could not sell. When he is taking struggle, we call him as a lame duck, struggling like a lame duck, we'll say. So anyway, take a screenshot. Remember this, we have seen the allotment and how we have to handle the things, and who are the operators, who are the speculators, everything we have seen. As a layman, when you wanted to enter into stock exchange, when you wanted to buy the securities, the minimum thing is that you should have minimum knowledge of stock exchanges. And you can just, as I said, you can go to the banks and you can contact with them, they'll allot you broker, and you can take the services of broker, you can get the information from broker, broker will give you advices, then somewhat you'll get knowledge. In the present scenario, everything is computerized. On online also you'll find brokers, need not to go to the banks. Online you'll find brokers, you can find, and the brokers can guide you, and for guiding they'll charge some nominal fee, and when you wanted to buy or sell, they'll charge commission. That's all, simple way. Online also we can do lot of transactions through these brokers, need not to go to the banks also. Stock exchange is very clear, and you can open the account and you can start selling and buying through the brokers. So it is possible. So that's all. This is about the operators and also the speculators of stock exchange. Very important topic. Hope you enjoyed it. In the coming class we'll see another important topic. Please stay connected, and don't forget to share these videos. Check out the playlist for more subjects what I have covered and more topics which is related to your syllabus. Just check it out and use it. Good luck.